Hi guys, welcome back to Relatable Nerds. Kyra here, and today we are going to be watching something really fun and exciting. Probably what was one of my favorite trailers that was released yesterday on Super Bowl Sunday. Today I am going to be reacting to the new Thunderbolts trailer. This is an upcoming Marvel movie that's going to be hitting theaters May 2nd, 2025. So the Thunderbolts are not your average Avengers-like superhero team. They're comprised of members that actually used to be villains. A lot of them are anti-heroes. I would kind of describe them as somewhat lost in a sense. They all have some type of power, but they're kind of stuck in this middle ground where they don't really know where they belong. The Avengers at this time in Earth 616 are no longer around. There's nobody really there to protect the people, and this is why the Thunderbolts are formed. It's such an interesting group of people that comprise this team that we've seen in previous Marvel movies and TV shows, and I think it's going to be really cool to see them come together. Florence Pugh is going to be returning as Yelena Belova, who is a Black Widow herself, and her character is just so much fun. We previously saw her in the Black Widow, and we saw her in the Hawkeye series. We have Sebastian Stan reprising his role as Bucky. We also have David Harbour returning as the Red Guardian, and we previously saw him in the Black Widow movie. We also have John Walker, a U.S. agent played by Wyatt Russell, who we previously saw in the Falcon in the Winter TV show that was released so long ago. If you guys could just pick your brains and remember his character, he was kind of trying to be the new Captain America, but he was completely horrid at it, and he was kind of a bad guy, so to say, but he is going to be on this Thunderbolt team as well. We also have Taskmaster that is going to be added to this team, and we previously saw Taskmaster in the Black Widow as well. That was one of the main villains. And of course, leading this entire group is going to be Valentine Allegra de Fontaine, played by none other than Julia Louis-Dreyfus. That is going to be such a treat, and I'm super excited to see her in action as well. This movie is hitting theaters May 2nd. Let's give it a watch.
Let's talk facts. The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep
Sentry.
the American people safe?
There's some big threat out there, and you are gonna help me stop it.
Wait, us?
Yeah, you. Why, you got someplace to be?
I love that guy.
So none of us come back? So what, we all just punch and shoot?
I can't think of a worse group of people trying to work together.
Stop! Come on, speed! John, stop! Where are you?
Everyone here has done bad things. You can't escape the past. Hey, it's like your mind is somewhere else.
So you can do something about it now?
Out of the dishwasher? That's hysterical.
This could get messy.
No shit. You thought you were gonna be some great saviors? You can't even save yourself.
We can't do this. No one here is a hero.
Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
Okay, that was really good.
Why am I getting emotional? Wow.
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
This has makings of team that can rise to glory. Bring light from the darkness. This team can be the heroes on the Wheaties box. With a little giddy part.
Alexei, have you slept?
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'd like not to die today, so maybe somebody else should be driving.
That trailer was so much fun. Not every Marvel movie needs to be this super serious, we're gonna save the world, like end all be all Avengers-esque type movie. This has such a comedic approach to it that I greatly appreciate because it just shows a different side to these characters in this supergroup of the Thunderbolts. I mean, they already know all going into this, they've made mistakes. They haven't chosen the right path. It seems like some self-reflection they're trying to do deep inside. Like Yelena is just not proud of what she's done. And it looks like they're trying to get some type of redemption and kind of find themselves along the way, which I love storylines like this because you know there's more on the line than just saving people. They are also doing a lot of deep reflection within themselves and trying to figure out what they're going to do next. What is their purpose after everything that they've been through? I really think they have great chemistry already. It was so cool to see Yelena and the Red Guardian, Lexi together and just having that bond that we saw in the Black Widow. And just David Harbour is absolutely hysterical in this trailer. Every time he was on the screen, I was laughing. The charisma he has as the Red Guardian, you just don't want him to leave the screen because he brings everybody together with his comedic relief. And he's just such a pleasure to watch. And I'm just super excited to see David Harbour a lot this year because we do have Stranger Things coming out at the end of this year. So I'm so excited to see him grace the screens again. And of course, we had Sebastian Stan as Bucky. Bucky has just been around for such a long time. It's always good to see him, especially in lieu of the new Captain America movie coming out this weekend and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and some of those characters coming back into the Thunderbolts like John Walker. I think it's going to be really cool to see Bucky come back and kind of take the reins with this role. It looks like he's going to be helping lead the Thunderbolts as well, which Bucky, I feel like always deserved a little bit better. He obviously has been through the ringer too with his character. He's always been kind of fighting for this redemption arc and to prove himself and not be in Captain America's shadows. So it's cool that Bucky is getting this chance to kind of have that self-redemption as well. It was cool to see Taskmaster again too. I think her character as a whole, she copies what other people's powers are and she kind of mimics them. So that was really cool. I'm glad we're getting to see more of her because we didn't really get to see enough of her villain character in the Black Widow. And of course, looming in the background there is a new villain that is going to be introduced. His name is Sentry, aka Robert Reynolds. Now, Robert Reynolds, before he became Sentry, he has a little bit of a troubled past. He is schizophrenic. He also has an anxiety disorder, and he stole an experimental version of the super soldier serum. Now, this was, like I said, an experimental version. It was designed to be like 100,000 times stronger than the original one that Captain America took. He obviously was not aware of this, and he took this serum, and immediately upon taking this super serum, he obtains solar-powered superhero abilities. I mean, this guy could absolutely throttle Thanos. Like Thanos would be no match for him. His powers are that of similar to Superman himself. Super strength, super speed, super durability. He also has, like I said, solar energy absorption, and he can manipulate your mind. There's a lot of things Sentry can do. But going back on his troubled past, while he gets all of these powers, he also creates a separate entity known as the Void that kind of manifests his inner demons and the problems he was suffering before he took the super serum. It's like his subconscious that manifests himself in its own persona that is kind of battling with Sentry's other persona. We kind of saw in this trailer that it was engulfing New York. So Sentry is a very interesting character with a lot of different levels. I'm interested to see what they have planned for his character just because it is more of a complex one to understand, kind of similar to the anti-hero theme of him. You know, he wants to be this super soldier. He wants to be a superhero, but he has his past kind of looming in the background that actually manifests himself, and he has to kind of fight that. So it is going to be interesting to see what route they go with Sentry as well. It's hard to understand his character at times because even Robert Reynolds doesn't have full control over the Void, and he doesn't know how to control that dark entity yet. So yeah, you guys, Thunderbolts is going to be hitting theaters May 2nd, 2025. Make sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of this trailer and if you're excited to give it a watch. Thanks so much for watching.